All right, let's try to start on time. So welcome back, everybody. Up next, we have Anastasia Glavacci, Associate Professor at Richmond American University, London. She will share her knowledge on mastering AI-enhanced CGI, hands-on with RunwayML, NVIDIA Omniverse, and stable diffusion. Anastasia, the floor is yours.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining me for this session. Today, we're going to dive into one of the most exciting intersections of technology and creativity, AI-enhanced CGI. Over this session, we'll explore how tools like Runway, NVIDIA, and Stable Diffusion are revolutionizing how we create visuals. From photorealistic scenes and motion graphics to intelligent videos, editing, and generative design. Over the session, this is not going to be just about flashy effects. It's about how AI is reshaping creative pipelines, reducing production time, and enabling designers, marketeers, and storytellers all over the world to focus on what truly matters, the creative idea itself. My goal today is to make these tools more approachable and practical. You'll see how they can fit directly into your workflows, whatever you're in: film, digital marketing, design, interactive media, and leave you with a clear understanding of how to integrate these types of AI tools in your CGI toolkit. Let's get started and see how AI is turning our imagination into readable reality. A couple of words about myself. I've been working for more than 12 years with global companies across CGI, FMCG, luxury sectors. I'm working mostly on brand growth and strategic enrollments through data-driven creative marketing strategies. I managed to get to leadership roles at top companies like LVMH, L'Oreal, Henkel, and have a very strong international exposure, delivering impactful campaigns across multiple markets. I decided to then join innovation and have a startup experience, scaling marketing initiatives with the fast-growing CGI prop tech company for a couple of years. Did my MA, and now I'm teaching students, international students in London with Richmond American University. So today we're gonna explore the foundations. We're gonna have a hands-on on some couple of AI tools like RunwayML, NVIDIA, and Stable Diffusion. And obviously we're gonna discuss the strategic implementation, which is important. So let's start with the simple truth. We all live in a visual-first world. Whatever it's marketing, social media, entertainment, visual driven, they're driving attention, emotion, and engagement. People scroll through text a lot, but they stop for stunning visuals, and brands know it. For years, CGI was the tool that turns imagination into visuals. It allowed creators to design whole worlds, products, and stories that could not exist otherwise. But traditionally, CGI came with a price. It was quite slow, very technical, and expensive. And that's exactly where AI steps in. Artificial intelligence now is accelerating every stage of creative production, from concept generation and scene design to texture creation, animation, and so on. What used to take days now can happen literally in minutes. So when we combine AI's intelligence with CGI imagination, we get something new, a scalable, data-driven way to create visuals that are not only beautiful, but also adaptive, personalized, dynamic, and ready for today fast-moving digital landscape. And that's exactly what the session is about, learning how to master and blend so you can bring your creative vision, your creative idea to life faster and smarter. By the end of the session, hopefully you will be able to confidently use these AI tools to produce high quality visuals, integrate them into campaigns, and also streamline your creative process. Let's take a look at three core tools that we'll be focusing on throughout this session: Runway, NVIDIA, Omniverse, and Stable Diffusion. These platforms together form what I like to call a creative triad of AI enhanced CGI. Each one serves a unique role in production pipeline, and when they use together, they can dramatically expand both your creative range and your efficiency as well. So RunwayML is our go-to for fast ideation and experimentation. It allows you to generate or edit videos and images with AI. Whenever you're replacing backgrounds, generating new scenes, or testing out visual directions before committing to a full render. It's quite intuitive, it's swift, and designed for creators who do not necessarily code, which is an important detail. Then we have NVIDIA Omniverse, which is like a backbone of high-end 3D production and simulation. It's built for real-time collaborations. Think of it as it's like a connected environment where artists, animators, engineers can all work together in the same 3D space, powered by NVIDIA rendering and physics capabilities. And finally, Stable Diffusion. It's your AI imagination engine friend. With text prompts, you can generate concept art. Then textures or even references for some 3D assets. It's an incredible tool for bringing ideas to life quickly, and especially when you need some custom elements, for example, or just a guidance to your design direction. When combined, these three tools give you a complete AI-enhanced production workflow. So before we dive into these tools and the usage, here's a roadmap for today's session, framed specifically through the lens of a MarTech specialist. Our goal here is to understand not just what these platforms can do, but how they can actually fit into real marketing and product content pipelines. We'll begin with Generate. This is where AI helps us rapidly create ideas, concepts, 3D assets, textures, or even full scenes. Think of it as an expanded creative brainstorming stage, one that lets marketeers and product teams explore options instantly instead of waiting for a longer production cycles. Then we move to refine. This stage is where we look at how simulation and editing tools help polish our AI outputs so they can look campaign ready. This includes adjusting lighting, materials, motion, and composition. The kinds of refinements that make the difference to the visuals and need to align with brand standards or launch timelines, for example. After that comes integrate stage. This step is about making AI generated content actually feed into the workflows that your teams are already using. It can be a digital marketing pipeline, a product visualization process, or brand content workflow. The goal here is to treat AI assets not as extras, but as native parts of your production ecosystem. And finally, render and scale. This is where everything becomes actually usable. We'll look at how AI accelerates rendering and supports scaling content across campaigns, channels, formats, and different audiences without sacrificing quality or consistency. This is especially important for teams managing multi-maker or multi-channel launches. As we go through each platform and demonstration today, I would like you to view this four-step workflow as your map from idea to polished, scalable, production-ready CGI built especially for modern MarTech and product content needs. So what makes CGI AI enhanced? Traditionally, CGI has been a labor-intensive process. Every model, every texture and frame had to be painfully crafted by hand, and rendering even a short scene could take hours or even days. Now with AI, the change is complete. Instead of doing everything manually, AI models can now understand style, lighting, texture, automate some tasks which used to consume a huge amount of time. For example, AI can handle repetitive tasks like rotoscoping, object removal, cleaning up, um, motion capture data, tasks that previously required basically an army of artists. It can also enhance realism, generating natural looking skin textures, fabrics, or even complex fluid dynamics like smoke, fire, and so on. And often it does it better and faster than traditional methods actually. On the animation side, AI can drive natural characters movements, lip sync and subtle expressions from simple inputs, reducing the need of expensive motion capture setups. And when it comes to world building, AI enables us to enables procedural content generation, creating very detailed environments like cityscapes, forests, alien worlds from simple prompts or simple sketches. Finally, all of this translates to faster production, lower costs, and I would say broader accessibility, empowering smaller studios and independent creators as well to achieve professional, great results that used to be only possible on a big budget productions. In short, AI enhanced CGI isn't just faster, it expands what's creatively possible, letting us focus on storytelling while AI handles the heavy lifting. Let's take a closer look at the AI engines behind these visual creations. There are a few key models types we'll touch on. So first, the diffusion models like Stable Diffusion. These are currently the backbone of many creative AI tools. They start with random noise and gradually refine it step by step, guided by the model, until you get a highly detailed image. This process allows incredible flexibility and control in generating visuals from text or other inputs that you give it. Next, we have GAN, generative adversarial networks. This works for basically pitting two neutral networks against each other, a generator and a discriminator to produce highly realistic images. While they're less commonly used in a day-to-day creative pipelines, today they remain very influential in research and certain high-end apps. Finally, clip-based models, they bridge the gap between text and visuals. They understand text prompts and map them into images, basically, which makes them incredibly useful for generating visuals directly from creative briefs or concepts. For today hands-on session, we'll focus primarily on diffusion models because that's what powers Stable Diffusion, and it integrates seamlessly into Runway also. We'll see exactly how these models take your ideas from concept to finished images step by step, while giving you creative control along the way. So before we jumped into demos, it's very important to make sure your system and tools are ready to go. The tools we'll be working on with Runway, NVIDIA, and Stable Diffusion are highly interoperable. That means that you can start a project in one, export your assets, and refine them in another one without losing quality or consistency. Make sure you have a RunwayML account set up so you can access AI-powered video, image, and image tools. NVIDIA should be installed to handle real-time 3D collaborations and rendering. And for generative visuals, you'll need Stable Diffusion, either though it's web or via API access. So finally, having Python installed along with CUDA drivers ensures that your GPU can handle the processing load, keeping everything fast and smooth. Once your environment is ready, you'll be able to focus entirely on the creative process rather than troubleshooting setup issues. And that's where the real magic begins. In traditional CGI, your creative material can be polygons, clay, or pixels, but in AI-driven CGI, your real raw material is something very different. It's data and prompts. So thinking of a prompt as your creative blueprint, the clearer and the more detailed it will be, the closer AI can get to realization of your vision. When you type a phrase like a cinematic shot of a futuristic city at sunset, the AI isn't just generating pixels. It's like it's like translating your intent, your aesthetics, and your story, basically. Then comes data. Your data sets referencing images or motion captures. This shape how AI understands basically the world it's generating. High quality, well-structured data leads to more consistent, realistic, and pleasing results. Finally, the iteration. So the first output is rarely the final masterpiece. Like any creative process, it's about experiments and refining your prompts and adjusting inputs and layering the feedback until the visuals actually align with your artistic direction is a must. So in this new creative landscape, prompt engineering kind of becomes the new sketching, and data curation becomes your material selection. It's not about replacing artistry for sure, but it's given it's in a new, very powerful set of tools. Uh, so we here have the case study with Future Me. Let's look at this fascinating real world example of how AI and generative visuals can reshape brand storytelling. So the campaign is called Future Me. Probably you've seen it. It was launched by a Polish company as part of their retirement savings program. The idea was simple but very powerful, is to show people a very vivid, very emotional picture of the life they're saving for. Users could upload the photo themselves and describe their dream retirement. So maybe traveling, maybe starting a vineyard, or in this example, exploring rainforests. The app then used Stable Diffusion along with other AI tools to generate a very personalized, photorealistic, in a way, vision of that future self. Every image, lighting, the scenery, even the expressions, everything was generated entirely with AI. In fact, the campaign went further. So ChatGPT wrote the narrative script, Stable Diffusion then produced the visuals, and AI composed the, like, even the music and voiceovers for these videos. The result was highly personal, very emotionally resonating experience that basically connected financial planning with your imagination, uh, and created a vision worth saving for. Um, and the impact was remarkable. That company from Poland, ING, reported a 300 increase of sales of their retirement products, along with the surge in engagement. People didn't just see the marketing campaign, they saw themselves in it. And this is a great example how Stable Diffusion can be used end to end in a visual campaign, turning a quite boring and sad commercial, a financial product, into aspirational story through personalized generative imagery. So another case is about from automotive industry. This is how NVIDIA Omniverse is being used in real production environments, and specifically in the automotive, where visual quality and turnaround speed are everything. So this example comes from Betone. It's digital content and immersive experience studio that worked with Jidu Auto and their joint venture between Baidu and Geely. Their goal was to produce high-end CGI visuals and marketing materials for new electric vehicle lineup. traditionally, creating photorealistic visuals and car renders. It's it needs very accurate reflections, materials, lighting. It takes hours traditionally per frame, and it requires a lot of manual coordination across 3D artists and 3D tools. But now with NVIDIA Omniverse, B-Tone was able to connect their entire production pipeline through the USD, which is a Universal Scene Description Framework. That means that artists working in tools like Maya, 3D Max, or Unreal Engine could collaborate in real time, viewing lighting, camera, animation change instantly within the Omniverse, all in a shared virtual workspace. The results were absolutely remarkable. They achieved 18 times faster content delivery, cutting render times from 6 hours to 20 minutes, and could iterate 5 times more per day on creative ideas. So even though this wasn't a consumer-facing ad campaign in this like traditional sense, it demonstrates how Omniverse is reshaping marketing content pipelines and enabling brands to produce cinematic-grade visual faster, collaborate efficiently, and bring products to market with unprecedented speed and realism. In short, Omniverse isn't just a rendering tool, it's becoming a new backbone of real-time marketing visualization and artistic collaborations. The Michelin case study is the great world example of how AI-powered production is already reshaping the creative workflows. So the Harvest Group Digital Studio, Pros and Pixels used RunwayML as a core production tool for several global brand campaigns for Michelin. And it created a striking virtual product. So the creative brief was simple but ambitious in Michelin style. Illustrate attire traveling through diverse landscapes, from sunny roads to snow-covered mountains, to highlight Michelin's multi-seasonal performance. Originally, the team planned a traditional stop motion shooting, but the production obviously was very time intensive and costly for social media timelines. And instead, they turned to Runway ML video to video generating features. So with Runway, they were able to transform basic motion reference into stylish cinematic shoots, generating consistent textures, lighting, consistent transformations, transitions without a physical set of camera and crew. The results were impressive. The project was delivered faster in a fraction of original budget, while still achieving strong visual quality and audience engagement. The creative team later shared that Runway had completely changed their production model in the words. Using Runway was absolutely crucial. We couldn't do our job while avoiding traditional shootings. So this case shows how AI can replace entire stages of production, freeing creative teams to focus on storytelling rather than logistics and organization process, and a key shift on how visual campaigns will be built in the years ahead. So let's start with Runway, one of the most accessible and creative-friendly AI tools out there. Runway, it's a New York-based AI research company behind the groundbreaking Gen 1, Gen 2 video models. Have introduced Aleph, and it's already changing the way creators approach the post-production. Runway is essentially a creative studio powered by AI, but it's built for artists, designers, and filmmakers who want to work with advanced AI models, but without touching a single line of code. The interface is completely no code, which means you can focus purely on creativity. You don't have to worry about technical setup. You just use a model, drop your footage or images, and you can start experimenting basically. One of the biggest strengths of the set is real-time video tools. You can perform instant background removal, motion tracking, object replacement, and even text-to-video generations. Basically within a few clicks. It's like having a full studio that runs on AI. And behind the scenes, there are model marketplace where you can browse and plug in pre-trained AI models, anything from a face segmentation and style transfer to generating visual video synthesis. So in short, RunwayML gives you the power of machine learning without without the learning curve. It's fast, it's quite intuitive, and incredibly practical for anyone working in CGI, marketing, or digital storytelling. So today, I would like to show you something truly exciting. So the Aleph, Runway Aleph, it's a brand new like chat-based video editing model. For those who might not be yet familiar with this company, it's basically the technology to mainstream creators in creativity. Now, when the Aleph was introduced, it's like next generation video to video editing system that is reshaping how we think about post-production. And what makes Aleph so different is that it does not rely on traditional editing timelines or masking tools. Instead, it uses natural language, plain text instructions to understand and like manipulate video content. So you just describe what you want and Aleph handles the rest. What exactly is it? In simple terms, it's a context-aware video generation editing model that lets you make incredibly detailed edits using nothing more than just text prompts. Here are some key advantages, I would say, over the traditional video editing. So no advanced skills required. So unlike Adobe or DaVinci, you don't need to deal with keyframing, masking, color grading manually. You just type what you want to change and Aleph does the work. It gives you much faster workflows. Tasks that would normally take hours, like rotoscoping, lighting corrections, can now be done in minutes. And dynamic content generation. So Aleph isn't limited to editing. It can actually generate new perspectives, new lighting condition, even like new camera angles, making it perfect for like pre-visualizing stage and creative experiment. Now let me show how we create a few wild VFX clips, all powered with AI. No After Effects, no complex compositing node design team. It's just a good written prompt. It's a reference video, and it's just a little bit of creativity. The tool that we are using is Aleph. So you can simply upload your video, type your prompt, and hit generate, and the AI takes care of everything. So once you on a Runway's homepage, you can click and start a new video, new session. Then you can click to upload the video file you want to edit. Like right now, for example, Aleph supports clips up to 5 seconds, so you can trim your footage to focus on a specific section. You can also upload a reference image or a video. In my example, I used empty room as the video and sofa image as a reference. Now, all you need to do is type your prompt, just like chatting with ChatGPT, for example. I wrote, place the sofa from the reference image on the floor of the scene, match the perspective and lighting so it blends naturally with the room. Then just click generate. And Aleph begins processing. It usually takes 1 or 2 minutes basically to produce the output. So here is, here, I don't think that my result is loading. Yeah, guys, I don't think that my result is loading. Let's try. Okay, so I'm gonna go to basically this tool is still obviously in its early stages, but it's already showing us what the next is there for AI-assisted video editing. The ability to do alter lighting, weather, styles, and even camera angles with just a prompt is nothing but a short of revolutionary tools. We're only scratching the surface of what's possible, and these models they evolve. We'll see a world where video editing becomes a conversation and storytelling for sure. So let's move to another cornerstone of AI enhanced CGI, NVIDIA Omniverse. Omniverse isn't just a rendering engine, it's a live collaborating ecosystem where multiple creators and designers and engineers can work together in real time on the same 3D scene and from anywhere in the world. Originally launched as a 3D collaboration tool, Omniverse has now evolved into a comprehensive operating system for physical AI and industrial digital twins. In August this year, it has surpassed 300,000 downloads, and it's actively used in over 300 enterprise deployments across industries like manufacturing, automotive, robotics, and media production. And what really makes it unique is a modular architecture built on universal scene description, an open framework that allows seamless integration between different 3D applications like Blender, Unreal, and Autodesk Maya. And in its core, Omniverse as a platform, uh, it was powered by NVIDIA RTX technology, which was enabling physically accurate rendering, real-time ray tracing, and AI-enhanced simulations. So this means teams could visualize very complex scenes with perfect lighting, reflections, materials in real time. Um, Without waiting hours for renders to process. Another key feature is live asset syncing. So imagine an artist in London adjusting the texture in Maya, while an engineer in Tokyo tweaks lighting in Unreal. They both see updates instantly within the same scene. And that's the level of collaboration Omniverse makes possible for us now. Beyond creative work, Omniverse plays a massive role in industrial digitalization. So enterprises like BMW, Amazon, General Motors, and Siemens are using it already now to simulate factories, logistics systems, um, autonomous robots, all before building anything in reality, in real world. The impact has been actually huge. The companies are reporting from 30 to 70% efficiency gains, millions of cost savings, and significantly reduced planning times across their operations. And NVIDIA isn't slowing down. With the release of Omniverse Cloud APIs and integration with Cosmos World foundation models, this platform now sits at the heart of what NVIDIA calls a 50 trillion physical AI opportunity. So in short, Omniverse has become the de facto standard for real-time industrial simulation and AI-driven digital twins, um, merging creativity, physics, and intelligence into one big connected ecosystem. So the platform overview for Omniverse, it's built on a simple promise. Basically, instead of forcing teams to reinvent the wheel, it gives them ready-made building blocks that slot directly into existing tools and workflows. For marketing and creative teams, that it means faster adoption, less custom development, which is great, and smoothless path to producing high quality 3D and AI powered content. So Omniverse breaks its capabilities into three clear areas. So OpenUSD data exchange, keeping all your 3D assets consistent, organized, easy to share across teams and tools. Building open USD applications. So it enables teams to tailor experience and creative workflows without starting from zero. And deploying OpenUSD application. So it making it easy to roll out and scale their experiences across cloud platforms. Uh, the goal across all three is basically the same. Simplify 3D production, reduce friction, keep everyone working off the same source of truth. So the exchange, Open USD Data Exchange, is becoming the industry standard now for 3D assets, and Omniverse helps teams manage it with ease, basically. So Nucleus Server think of it as the collaboration engine. So it keeps all of your 3D files updated and synced. So designers, animators, and marketeers are always looking at the same video, the same version of the asset. No, there's not going to be another which file is final moment. OpenUSD Exchange, this enables different creative tools to speak the same language. So whenever a model comes from Blender, Maya, or another pipeline, it blends into the workflow. And open USD connections, these are like bridges that connect your existing creative task into an open USD based workflow. Importing, exporting, converting assets, it happens quickly and very cleanly. Building OpenAI applications. So at this layer, Omniverse provides ready-to-use components that let teams build tailored content workflows without needing any deep engineering. So you can integrate AI features, automate parts of production, or create collaborative environments that fit your branding or process. This is, again, less coding and more about assembling the right pieces to streamline how you work and how your team works. Deploying the applications. So wherever you're working independently or you're running large creative teams and operations, Omniverse makes the deployment more flexible. Streaming. So stream Omniverse experiences straight from the cloud into a browser. It's ideal for distributed teams or client reviews, which can be the most important part of your process. DGX Cloud, fully managed, very high performance environment for companies that need serious power without managing the whole infrastructure. And GDN, delivery network, NVIDIA's global streaming layer that delivers high quality interactive 3D experiences to any device. So it's perfect for product demonstrations, virtual try-ons, and immersive marketing experience. So the platform interface, when you first open Omniverse, the interface feels familiar. If you ever worked with creative or content tools, it's designed to keep everything you need in one organized, quiet, intuitive workspace, so you can focus on building, reviewing, and collaborating, and without like hunting for settings. At the top, you'll find the main navigation menus, so like file, edit, create, window layout, or help. Think of this as your like global controls for managing projects, adjusting your workspace, and accessing support when you need it. Next to that, Omniverse gives you quick real-time status indicators. So you'll see cache status and live sync icons, simple signals that show whether your work is fully synced to Nucleus or you always know where you're working with the latest version. Beneath the navigation, there is a toolbar, your collection of quick action buttons. These cover everyday tasks like moving objects, adjusting lighting, switching camera views, or launching command tools. It's designed for speed and reduces the number of clicks between you and your next creative step. For center of the interface is the viewpoint, your main stage. This is where you see your 3D world come to life. Whether you're staging a product demo, building a virtual environment, or refining the animation, this viewpoint gives you a real-time, high-quality preview of your work. Surrounding the viewpoint are panels that keep your workflow organized. So the stage panel shows all the elements in your scene, like your asset hierarchy. A layer panel helps you manage variations or different versions of the scene. And property panel lets you adjust settings for any object you select. Um, on this right side, you'll find a curated set of browsers designed to make the asset management easy. Uh, there is the content browser for your project files, NVIDIA Asset Browser for the pre-built Omniverse assets, asset stores if you need external content, plus samples and environment browsers for quick starting points and lighting setups. These make it simple to source your creative materials without leaving the application. For material work, there is a dedicated material browser, and for more advanced users, a console panel provides deeper system information. Though most MarTech workflows, you don't need that. Altogether, this Omniface works like a very well organized creative studio. You have one place to build scenes, adjust visuals, manage assets, and collaborate all in real time. It keeps the experience smooth, structured, and familiar, while still giving you the power of high-end 3D platform. So the video part. In today's world, visual storytelling and special design play a crucial role in everything from marketing campaigns to industrial innovation. Whether you're creating a product launch environment or a virtual showroom or planning a new factory layout, for example, the challenge is the same. These projects are very complex, time consuming, and expensive to prototype. But with the Omniverse and generated AI, the whole process can be dramatically accelerated, bringing creative and technical and operational teams together inside a shared 3D environment. So, how it works? Uh, Sorry, just a moment.
Do we seem to have some sort of technical issues?
Yeah,
Or
just a minute.
all right.
Can you see my screen?
Uh,
Mm,
at the moment, we cannot. Maybe just try to restart the screen sharing. If not, we'll proceed from our side.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, let's proceed from your side, please.
Yes, all right. Just give me a quick second to set it up.
Thank you. So while you're setting it up, I'll keep talking. Um, So in how it basically works in NVIDIA Omniverse, you can start by connecting your OpenUSD pipeline directly to Omniverse to fast track your planning concepts. For example, extending a storage area in the existing factory. And using the Sync Twin Omniverse extension, you can instantly convert a 2D CAD floor plan into a 3D open USD model. Then you can populate it with simulation-ready assets using Omniverse AI-enabled deep search feature.
All right, just give us a quick second to share the presentation. It will be just under a minute.
Thank you. So next you can enhance the realism of your scene with generating tools. You can use Blender GPT to generate physically accurate lighting setups. You can use Adobe Firefly to create realistic floor materials and Blockade Labs to design your HDRA sky dome, giving you a lifelike scene of a scale and atmosphere. To see how your new space fits into the real world, you can place it on a Tessium geospatial plane, positioning it right next to your existing factory digital twin. And once your concept is ready, you can share it with stakeholders instantly. With a single click, you can publish your proposal to Omniverse Cloud, which delivers it in a fully interactive, real-time 3D review. 3D review experience that works. Thank you so much.
Right, let's just see if it will work
Yeah,
right now.
try
Just give
because
me
I
a
would
quick
like
second.
everybody to see the video.
Yes, just a moment.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can see it right now on your screen.
Yeah. So instead of spending weeks or months on factory planning, you can now fast track the entire process from 2D blueprints to a photorealistic interactive 3D proposal, all powered by NVIDIA Omniverse and generated AI. Yeah, so basically you can see on the screen that combining these tools with good prompts, we're basically having our task solved in literally a minutes of time. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Can we go to the next slide, slide 20, please? So
Of course. Let me
we're gonna
just
talk
get
about
back to it.
the most exciting, probably the most used visual tool. I'm gonna talk about Stable Diffusion. Um, so yeah, you good with slide 20?
Yes, of course, just a moment. Here it is.
So Stable Diffusion is essentially your creative refinement layer. And think of it as a AI-powered enhancing that steps in once your 3D asset or visuals are ready, it gives them that final polish. And with a simple text prompt or even with a simple reference image, you can guide the model to improve texture quality, adjust lighting, enrich colors, or shift the visual style to match the campaign look. And it's incredibly helpful for making assets feel more brand aligned without sending them through the long design cycles, which is exactly what we want. Okay, let me try to help you with the slides.
All right. Do you happen to see the slides? It should be on your screen right now.
Yes, I think that's great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we have it now.
All right.
Okay, great. Sorry, guys, we're back. So for marketeers and for product teams, the value is speed and consistency. You get a flexible tool that can generate variations, that can refine concepts for enhancing this visuals instantly. And the best part in it is that it runs either on your own machine or in the cloud, so it scales with your workflow completely. In short, Stable Diffusion helps you to go from a good draft to campaign ready visual faster, gives you more control and less back and forth. Next slide, please. So now let's talk about how Stable Diffusion actually interprets your instructions and why the way you write prompts matters so much. So Stable Diffusion is essentially a visual thinking partner. It turns your word into images, but the quality of those images depend on how clearly you guide them. In marketing terms, think of prompts like a creative brief. In the brief, in-vague and output will be inconsistent. If the brief is bad, the creative will be even worse. And if it's specific, the results align with your vision completely. So good prompts use clear nouns and adjectives. It's important. What object you want, what style, what mood, what setting, what tone. Adding simple camera terms like close up, wide shot, or studio lighting instantly gives the model more direction. You're not coding, you're just shaping the creative intent with the language. Um, then we have parameters like CFG scale, which is basically a slider between interpret my ideas loosely or stick closely to what I said. So higher CFG is more literal, lower CFG is more artistic, basically. So finally, sampling steps control how much time the model will spend refining the image. More steps typically mean cleaner details, I would say, which is very useful for campaigns, product visuals, and very polished creative assets. And the most important mindset is iterate. Stable Diffusion rewards small, quick adjustments, almost like creative A/B testing, which we're all used to now. Each tweak helps you steer the image closer and closer and closer to your desired outcome. So think of prompting as a new kind of creative language. Basically, clear intent plus small adjustments will give you predictable, high quality results and visuals your team can actually use in promotion. Next slide, please. So basically, here is where 3D workflows and generative AI really come together in a way that makes sense for marketing and product teams. Once you produce a base render in Omniverse, for example, your scene, your lighting, and camera angle already set, you can now take that image straight into Stable Diffusion image to image workflow. This connection between a structured 3D render and AI-driven enhancement is what gives teams both creative and productional speed. The process is very simple. First, you export a render from Omniverse, usually from Create or any connected app, using the built-in capture tools. You save it just like a normal file at JPEG or PNG. Then you open your preferred Stable Diffusion interface. It can be automatic, comfy, or a cloud service to upload that render into the image-to-image section. From here, it becomes more like a creative direction, which is very exciting. It's more of a creative direction than a technical work, trust me. And you write a prompt describing the look that you want, more cinematic lighting, softer materials, luxury aesthetics, or extra environment details. You can keep the scene exactly as it is, or push it stylistically towards what you want to achieve. So one key control here is denouncing strength. A lower value keeps the original render almost fully intact. So it's great for subtle improvements. A higher value lets the AI reinterpret the scene. It's perfect and ideal for concept variations or transforming a simple render into something much more dramatic, for example. Then you generate, and AI instantly enhances realism, texture, mood, and detail. No manual retouching needed, no rebuilding the scene, just fast, consistent upgrades. Why does it matter for marketing? Because it speeds everything up. Stable Diffusion can add natural effects like micro details and lighting nuances far faster than modeling them manually. It helps us reach photorealism quickly, explore multiple virtual directions, and keep brand style, which is extremely important, uh, consistent across the whole campaign. And obviously it's so much easier. It's also perfect. It's also absolutely ideal for rapid concept development, turning a basic 3D layout into a quite polished visual direction in minutes. So it's not just like a creative trick. It's a quite scalable production workflow that blends 3D precision, which was not that approachable before, with AI-powered visual quality, giving the teams both speed and brand control. Next slide, please. So the script, Stable Diffusion has become one of the most valuable AI tools for creative and marketing teams because it dramatically speeds up all the processes. What makes it so powerful is ability to generate quick visual variations. And in real life, this is especially useful during early idea creations, campaign developments, when you need to refresh, for example, existing content or product lines with your creative teams. Another major advantage is style consistency. So you can train or you can guide Stable Diffusion to match your brand visual identity. You can give them colors, lighting, composition, illustration style. So even high variation, everything still feels on brand. That's a huge win for organization which are juggling multiple markets, product lines, or different creative teams on different markets. Finally, scalable personalization. So Stable Diffusion makes it realistic to produce these tailored visuals for different audiences, different regions, different customer segments without multiplying the production budget. Whether it's personalized product visuals or it can be a localized campaign, a localized creative, or A/B variation of your campaign, you can scale it without adding the complexity. So altogether, these strengths make this tool a very natural fit for agencies, for content studios, for marketing teams, in-house design teams who are looking to work quickly, efficient, stay consistent, and move faster than the traditional workflow. Next slide. So now, what we search here how they look together in one unified pipeline. We start with Runway, which acts as your creative ignition point. This is where we quickly explore concepts, moods, and it gives the team a shared visual understanding right from the start. From there, we can move to NVIDIA, which becomes our main canvas, basically, for building the actual scene. It's like a stage where we compose and where product shots, environments, and characters all come together in kind of a structured but still editable 3D space. And this is where cross-functional teams collide and collaborate in real time. And finally, our outputs we can take into Stable Diffusion to polish and refine. And this is where we enhance realism, we push stylistic direction, and we produce final campaign ready visuals. So when you put it all together, the flow is very simple. Ideate, compose, refine, and deliver. This hybrid workflow that blends AI creativity and human adjustment, which is still needed, obviously. It's quite fast for any agile marketing needs, and it's very flexible for the teams. So speaking about future trends, as we look ahead, the next big wave of creative technology will reshape how marketing, product, and content teams build experience. We're moving beyond static 3D workflows into the world where AI becomes a full creative engine. So generative 3D tools like Sora, Runway, Gen Z, Luma, they are showing us what's possible. AI that can generate entire scenes, environments, camera-ready assets from very simple prompts, instead of spending days of modeling and rendering. Next is real-time simulation. It's not only for gaming anymore. For marketers and PMs, it really means instantly previewing environments, product iterations, user scenarios before anything is produced. Imagine testing store layouts, campaign visuals, or AR experiences with real-time physics and behavior data baked in. Then we have AI copilots for design. This won't replace designers for sure. They will only accelerate them. So copilots will help team brainstorm concepts, clean up scenes, auto-animate characters, propose different variations. Think of them as always-on creative partner who speeds up iteration and reduces the production bottlenecks. Finally, we're entering the world of intelligent pipelines. So these are systems that auto-generate assets, scene variation, setups, and basically they export, all the exports are based on your campaign needs. This will dramatically reduce repetitive work and allow teams to scale content production across channels without scaling headcount. Overall, these trends are moving us toward a future where 3D and AI-powered creative production become faster, more accessible, and far more scalable for marketing and product teams. It's not just tools, it's a new way of building brand experiences. Yeah, next one. Yeah, so the key takeaways as we wrap up, I want to bring everything back to these three simple ideas. First, AI is dramatically accelerating the CGI workflows. Tools like Runway, Omniverse, NVIDIA, and Stable Diffusion aren't just nice to have. They remove so many bottlenecks that we're facing. They shorten the production cycle, and they actually help teams to deliver content at a pace that matches today's marketing demands. Second, the integration is what unlocks the true creative freedom. So when you use connected tools, you form your own 3D pipeline, your own AI models and assets like libraries in the past. So you don't spend time on like handoffs and start focusing on the actual creative outcome, which we actually want for our processes. This is where martech and creative operations can rely on these tools and actually elevate the impact that they have. And third, mastery comes from experimentation. These tools evolve, they evolve quickly, and teams should be there to test, learn, and iterate. And set new benchmark basically in content quality and performance. Um, Feel free to share your use cases. Feel free to face these challenges, and anything you're exploring right now will just lead you to the better outcome and the more pleasant creative process. Thank you very much. That will be all from me. Please use these tools together if you'd like, and try to create an absolute new workflow for you and your team in future.
Well, thank you, Anastasia, for that wonderful presentation. We do have some free time for questions right now. So if anybody wants to ask, feel free to do so. If you'd like to speak about it, just raise your hand and we'll sort of unmute you if you want to speak. If it's easier for you to write it in the chat, we'll also read it out. It's basically endless possibilities to ask for a question. Again, there's no such thing as stupid question or trivial question or whatever. So we're here to share knowledge, to share everything that we know. So if you'd like to ask something, feel free to do so right now. Anastasia, while we're waiting for I suppose questions to come our way, do you have anything else to say regarding everything? I mean, the presentation was wonderful and thank you for your time, but do you have anything else to add onto what we've spoken here?
No, I think I'm good. Thank you all for your attention. Please use these tools and maybe other tools which are quickly evolving. They're here to help us and share your experience and share your knowledge with others. Try to be very excited and very experimental about it, because the outcome might surprise you.
Right. Amazing. Well, let's wait for a couple of more minutes. Maybe somebody is thinking of how to write a question, or somebody is writing maybe a long question. Let's see if there are people with such ideas. Again, if you'd like to just raise your hand here on the Zoom meeting, just to see if you're writing a message or if you'd like to speak about it. Okay, let's wait for a minute more. Okay. I suppose there aren't any questions at the moment. If that's the case, Anastasia, thank you for an interesting presentation and thank you for your time. And thank you to everybody who tuned in to listen to us. We will have a short break now and we will continue with the program in about 25 minutes. So I invite you to join us again here on this channel. And of course, we do have two other channels that we are streaming currently on. Again, Anastasia, thank you for your beautiful presentation and thank you for your time. And we'll see you in 25 minutes time. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.